You've heard a dog bark from hunger, happiness, or to warn you. But there's another sound, quieter, more subtle, and more heartbreaking. It happens when your dog is silent. So silent, no one notices. Think back. Have you ever felt like your dog was sad? You're not sure why or since when, but the look in their eyes, the way they lie there, it tugs at your heart. Is it just your imagination? Or could it be a silent plea for help you've never learned to hear? This video will show you 16 hidden signs, delicate but urgent signals your dog gives every day to say one thing: I need help. Don't wait until it's too late, only to whisper, I wish I'd known sooner. No longer excited to see you. Do you remember the last time your dog dashed to greet you at the door? Or the last time their little tail wagged wildly when you came home? If you can't recall, that's the problem. When a dog suddenly becomes indifferent and loses interest in what once brought them joy, it's not just aging or laziness. It's a broken connection, like human depression losing zest for life. Try calmly calling their name and sitting next to them. If their eyes are blank and there's no reaction, you're hearing a silent cry for help. Don't wait until that gaze closes forever to say, I should have noticed sooner. Have you ever experienced this with your dog? Tell me in the comments. Avoiding you, hiding in corners. Once lounging in the living room or chasing sounds, now they sneak under the table, behind curtains, or into the bathroom, quietly alone. You might think they just want peace. Wrong. A healthy dog craves presence, light, sounds, life. Withdrawing is their last defense when overwhelmed. Not hatred, but something painful inside making them run from the world. It could be fear, hurt, or a sadness without a name. Don't underestimate that shadowy corner. It's where your dog feels safest. Have you ever caught them like that, hiding and afraid to even look back? Empty eyes. The unspoken plea. Have you ever stared into your dog's eyes and found nothing? No spark, no tracking movement? Don't dismiss it as age or fatigue. It's a sign their inner world is closing off. For dogs, eyes speak volumes. When they go dim and unresponsive, it means their heart is shutting down, drifting away from familiarity. If you wait until that sparkle is gone, you've waited too long. Have you ever sensed that hollowness just from a look? Share your moment. Maybe you saved a life. Following you like a shadow, but without joy. Into the kitchen, they follow. When you close the bathroom door, they linger outside, pleading with their gaze. When you leave, their look haunts you. You might think it's love, and partly it is, but deeper, it can be separation anxiety, a silent panic triggered by your absence. They cling because you are their anchor. Every time you disappear, it's another collapse inside them. If you've ever felt guilt leaving home because of that look, you're not alone. You're right to listen to your gut. Do you have a dog who shadows you? But maybe that shadow is clinging to survive? Sounds in the dark, crying when no one's home. You return to shredded cushions or chewed pillows with no culprit in sight. The reality, when you were gone, there was whining, crying, unheard by anyone. A dog with separation anxiety doesn't destroy for fun. They panic, they claw, chew, or sob for hours just to get you back. It's not misbehavior. It's a desperate call, and it happens when you're not there to hear it. If you can, record while you're out. You might end up crying yourself, hearing those quiet yet intense cries for help. Did you ever check your camera and see your dog restless, not mischievous, but terrified? Refusing food, a desperate alert many ignore. You put down their usual bowl, their favorite meal, one that usually has them running, but now, not even a glance, no appetite. Dogs don't skip meals unless their body or their heart is in too much pain to eat. One missed meal is odd. 2 or 3, refusing even a favorite dish, is a red alert. Some wait and hope tomorrow they'll eat, but sometimes tomorrow never comes. Have you ever been anxious over an untouched bowl? That's a silent cry for help. Unusual breathing, even breath cries. Sitting by them, you hear wheezing, rapid breaths, or shallow chest rises even at rest. Many think it's heat or tiredness, but when breathing goes strange, it's a bodily SOS. Could be heart, lung, allergy, infection, or psychological stress too intense to breathe. If they breathe hard with trembling, lip licking, or cowering, don't dismiss it. That's not ordinary fatigue. One early detection can save a life. Waiting too long could be permanent. Have you ever seen your dog breathe oddly with no explanation? Share your story. Help others stay alert. Ears droop, not just fear but pain. Their ears droop, not perk up at noises. No thunder, no alarming sounds. What then? Drooped ears and head tilt, or constant ear scratching can signal infection, inflammation, or a mental retreat from the world. Sometimes it's not physical pain, it's psychological. They shrink away, hoping no one will hurt them more. Ears down can be surrender pulling in, trying to be unseen. Have you ever seen your dog avoid voice contact with that look? Tell your experience. Self-licking until bleeding. No other outlet. You find a red spot, you think it's a mosquito bite. A day later, the fur is gone, raw skin shows. And they've licked themselves nearly to bleeding. Not allergies, not insects. Instead, it's emotional overload, a coping habit to feel something, to resist numbness. Like nail biting in humans, but more extreme. Day after day, they hurt themselves, not knowing their pain is emotional. I'm scared. I'm hurting. Have you seen your dog chew a spot nonstop? Don't just apply ointment. Hold them. They need to be understood before they're healed. Excessive sleeping, more than rest, it's resignation. Yes, dogs sleep a lot. But if they're sleeping much more than usual, easily irritated when woken, and not excited to see you, this isn't rest. It's withdrawal. Like a depressed person who stays in bed, a dog uses sleep to escape a world that no longer feels safe. When joy vanishes, only sleep comforts. If your dog has been lethargic, eating less, playing little, softly tap into that sleepy soul. They're not lazy, they're suffering. Have you noticed your dog getting strangely lazy? It might be more than just that. No response when called. They've disconnected. Buddy, and nothing. Sweetie, still nothing. It's not fatigue. Next day, still nothing. A week later, same. A dog that doesn't respond to its name isn't forgetting. Their mind has withdrawn from the world. That name is the most familiar anchor, but it no longer pulls them in. You're not calling buddy. You're calling a missing spirit. If you've had to shake or touch to get a reaction, don't ignore it. Listen, be present, speak from your heart, not just your voice. Gaze fixed on the door, hoping for someone who won't return. Have you ever seen your dog lying by the door, staring at the handle, ears straining at every hallway sound? It's not looking for a stranger, it's waiting for you, waiting for a warm moment that may never come. That gaze holds hope, then lifts away in despair each time the door opens, and it's only the mailman. We call it staring into space, but for them, it's trying to reach a belonging they can't touch. Have you noticed that faraway hope in their eyes? Not looking at you, but through you, to a world out of reach. Retreating to dark corners, not for rest, but to hide. They no longer sleep in their bed or near you. Instead, they curl under furniture, in showers, or dark corners. You might think they just want solitude. They don't. They're overwhelmed, feeling threatened, or hopeless. The darkness is their last protective shell, like a cocoon shielding them from hurt. If your dog changes sleeping spots, don't chalk it up to habit. Sit next to them quietly. Don't ask. Just be there. That's when they need you most, even if they can't say it. Avoiding eye contact, heart hurts too much. Dogs look directly into our eyes to show trust, connection, and love. If one day you call them and they avoid eye contact, glance away, ears down, This isn't defiance, it's retreat. Their heart is shielding itself from more pain. Like people afraid to reveal vulnerability, dogs do the same. That avoidance is a soul trying not to shatter. Have you seen your dog avoid your gaze? Just one look, deep, might be enough to bring them back. Your gut says something's off. Trust that intuition. You might not know how to read dog behavior. You might miss subtle changes, but there's one thing you do have: your instinct. You look at your dog and sense something's wrong. You can't pinpoint it. Maybe a slump, a distant stare, quieter. You have no evidence, but your heart whispers maybe they're sad. Trust that whisper. Don't wait to see clearly before acting. If something feels wrong, it's time to tune in, hold him, and observe more. The saddest thing isn't not knowing, it's knowing and it's too late. You weren't taught, you just learned now. You may have noticed some of these signs before, but didn't understand, not because you were uncaring, simply because no one ever taught you. No school teaches how to hear a dog's silent cry. No manual explains a drooped ear or distant gaze. But now you know, and knowing gives you a chance to save that little heart. You don't have to do something grand. Just today, look at your dog attentively. Ask, do you need me to pay more attention? Sometimes that question alone can change both your lives. Because a dog doesn't need words to cry for help. They just need someone to notice, care, and wait with patience. The silent signs you see today, that awareness could save a soul, slowly drowning. You didn't choose the dog, but the dog chose you to be the only one who could hear their silent call. Have you experienced any of these 16 signs with your dog? Share in the comments, not just to unburden yourself, but to spread awareness to other silent hearts. If this video helps you understand dogs better, please follow. This journey is just beginning.